this thing rolling.
Yeah, we back.
The Panthers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Returner's going to try to see
What's
what
up?
he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This offense has it with really good field position. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk a little pick. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out and they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lanning. Here's a heat. Finds his man, it's Jennings. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Give to the running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lanning. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this running back.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Back to throw, it's Lanning. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's locked. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Not a chance. Missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. And the Panthers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Lanning. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Bowling Green opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, running back gets the gift.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. To the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He wants to change this route. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. Got it on the outside. It's Godet. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Got some room after the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Scanning the field, it's Lanning. Got his man quickly. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. It's Jennings. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Lanning. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Touchdown, Ole Miss! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air, it's Lanning. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
He's got it on the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
With the catch, it's Ncaa. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game?
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes! They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Back to throw, it's Lanning. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
At the 45 on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
To the air on first down. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, they try to go option. QB gets tackled for a loss. Now, play caller, you got to be careful with all these QB runs. You don't want your guy taking so many hits because now you're risking injury. You got to be careful how many times you want him keeping the football.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taking him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lanning. Throws to the back. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for room, it's Kelly. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
4th down coming up.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Lanning. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. Give him 14 on the play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2